It take a week to count it. Then I'm back up. Name the place and we pack up. Running these racks up. 100 meals a week after. Dying from laughter. When they come to handles, never had one. With a bad one. Made a meal today and they my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I didn't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you tryna go big. Better run up the cash and love to spend. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But it's in all down.
Hey, I can wear this red. I can wear this red, or you got orange on. I can change. Nah, I'm saying, can I wear this red, or do you got orange on? So I don't want it to be too close. Yeah, I got all red ones. Okay, just say you got black on. Yeah, black. All right, cool. Yeah, I got it.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
No, I'm coming. Ain't no secret.
What? Check 55, Mike. Hey, tight down. There you go. Hey, 0.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. From the shotgun, Wilson being chased out left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Out of bounds as he appeared to be looking for the corner. He got it. They're going to mark this at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb.
Yellow. Mike, 45. Here we go. Watch the twist.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 5-yard line.
Wait. I'm the blue lady. Let's get this. Attack. Bang. You go tight. Hey, Ripley. You got tight right there.
Ito Smith, his first carry. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Mike, yellow, 15. I go, Lil Lady. H3, 2, 18, chopper.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down, and it's complete. It's Alex Collins. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Yellow, come back. Come on, Eddie. Let's go. 15. Blue dog working. Undercrush. Check 40. Yellow. Check 45.
A first down carry for Smith. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Yellow. On the line, right? 45, 15. 61. Matchbox, light. Hey, look, through smoke. Watch twins. Attack. Check 37.
On 2nd down now, it's Smith. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
45's the mic. Drop deep.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Got his man. That's Harry. It's a room to maneuver. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in with the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 43. Protein Smith. Slam. Check. Fresno.
They go back to the ground now with Smith. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
40's mine. 40's mine. Let him know. Let him know.
Yeah, it wasn't 130. I thought it was a little more.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's going deep for Brown. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on third down to bring up fourth. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Wilson. That'll be taken in by Demir Bird. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson on the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, you know, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
And let's pin 43. 43. 40's the line. Squeeze.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mahomes. Got a man. It's Brown. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. And he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he's got his man, Hilton. He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. T.Y. Hilton, 84 yards. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0.
Yeah, I see it now. I got him sitting at the sticks.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Can't guard everybody, though.
And they will not.
Audio depth. I got you coming through the TV.
When you hit the sticks, what that do exactly?
Just sit your defensive backs and your backers at the sticks. If you playing cover 2, you will see it bad. They won't move. They won't move behind them sticks.
So like curls and shit.
Mm-hmm.
On 3,
I'm ready.
just the linebackers.
The DBs too.
Get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Nah, they won't get blown by, but they'll be ready for them routes.
No, I'm saying like
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. A big hitter. That one goes for 40 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Coleman now. And they'll get this down to the 10. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Here's Coleman. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, Wilson forced out to his left. And that is caught. But the back judge right there to say incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. And Zerline's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that?
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
45's the mic. Here we go. 45's the mic. Hey, watch us flat.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Mahomes flushed out right. He's going to take off with it and give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over at their own 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Wilson now to throw again. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Too quick. Mike 55. Run left. Back D-line. Get that quarterback D-line.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. It's caught. Jones. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Green 80. Hey, look. I got. Go. I got you. Hey, check right. Watching your ball. No pass. Check out me. Check. Run left.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 41, Wilson dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. The rushing numbers for Wilson may be down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. There goes a deep ball. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Demir Bird with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This fielded at the 2. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
It's just me and you.
Check, 45's the mic. Check, 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 check. 45's the mic. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
From the 27, Mahomes looking deep for Hilton. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give to Smith out of the gun. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I ain't seen that. Not on competitive. Simulation, I wouldn't be surprised that happened. Competitive, they usually show the defense wasn't no good. I like it though. That's more realistic. I don't know T.Y. I don't know if T.Y. going to get it like that, but he a monster.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check. Yellow. Exit. Check. 45's the mic.
They'll run it here with Smith. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chandler Jones make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
That's his 2nd sack of the game. And the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
40's the mic. Charlie. Mike 40, check, he's coming. Watch the back. Hey, 57. Check back, 4. Color.
Throwing now is Mahomes. He's got it to Hilton. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on fourth. And that last reception puts him over 150 yards now on the game, Charles.
And now it's not just execution. It's not just performance. It's a mental aspect that's going on. Because right now, he has kept the defense so much on their heels, got them looking at each other. Who's going to cover this guy, and what type of coverage can we put out there to try and slow him down?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur. And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about to us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Watch it. Gun.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman, and he will have the first down here as he's up to the 15. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on third down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
19.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On third down, here's Coleman. He's got a first down and more past the 30. They find some open field here. He's at the 30. 10. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tevin Coleman, 82 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
I got there. I got Taquan in the assembly. He got there.
This fielded at the 2.
The fastest juking swing in the league.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. This will be caught by Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Mahomes going to throw. He's going deep, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Catch made by Slayton. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wilson now off the bootleg. It'll buy some time right. That's complete to Slayton. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Hey, let's go double count right here. Double count.
They will run again with Coleman. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Here's Wilson, buying time, hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go,
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. On 2nd down, here's Smith. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the catch made by Hilton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down. On 1st down, Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chandler Jones in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes got a man open. That's Harry. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got his man. That's Harry. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that's now 2 big catches on this drive for him.
You know, the NFL keeps talking about the possibility of using video for coaching on the sidelines. That's not approved yet, but you can still use pictures. They've got to send his picture down to their defense and say, you see him? Cover it.
Smith trying to run for it. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Mahomes, and that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Switch. 43. Back. Check three.
Now Mahomes. That's complete to Smith. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. And his kick is right there. It's good. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a 1-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Coleman. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Jones has it, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
First down, Bills.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. On 1st down, it's Coleman. The 20. And now off to the races, down the right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Zerline connects on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
43!
Now it's Smith. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. Catch is made by Harry. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run on first down. It's Smith. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and now it's second down.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On third down, Smith. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with a clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be taken very short. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Well, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, you know, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal? Even in games when one coach was a decided favorite, what do they always say to us? But you do know this is really a 7-point league. 7 points either way usually decides a ball game. We had exactly that in this one.
And not only that, but this is a gutsy road victory, one they can hang their hat on. So for the Bills, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.